Hello again. So I cannot believe that it's September the 1st. August has been such a busy month. Lockdown ended here at the end of July, and ever since then we have just been doing one thing after another. It's been a lot of fun actually, and I thought I would share some of it with you. I'm going to start with a party at a rooftop London restaurant, which was just stunning, and it was such a beautiful evening as well. It was just really fantastic to be out again and seeing people. And then I went shopping the following day and spent quite a lot of time at Dior. I tried on a number of things, including a lady Dior. I had one of those about 15 years ago and sold it, and thought that it was time to look at it again. And then we went to a wedding, the wedding of our head girl here at the stables, and it was a lovely, really lovely event. Anyway, so those are the things I'm going to touch on briefly. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks. This is the Langham. It's near the BBC and the beautiful All Souls Church, and we normally stay here when we have to stay over in London. My husband still comes to London every day for work. Well, he does when it's not pandemic. But it's a lovely hotel to stay, and it's an easy walk to the West End from here. It's also an historic hotel. It was opened in 1865 and it's barely changed from the outside, although inside I think it must have changed a lot. But it's a great place to stay and it has really comfortable rooms, not overly glitzy, just nice, and we enjoy it anyway. So we stayed here after going to this lovely event, which I'm going to share with you. And what made it so fantastic was the weather was just superb when we came up. Here's one of the bathrooms. They are so lovely, all marble, but they look quite Victorian, I think, in aspect. So the party was at a restaurant in the city called Coq d'Argent, and it has several terraces, and it was somebody's 50th birthday and they'd taken over one of the terraces. And here's a view of St Paul's. It was just such a beautiful evening. And what's amazing about London is the juxtaposition of old and new. So you can see here the beautiful St Stephen Walbrook, which is a stunningly elegant Baroque church by Sir Christopher Wren. And that stands just in front of the new Rothschild building, which is all glass and reflective and seems to float in the air. And beside that is the walkie-talkie building. So here you've got the Shard at the back, which is the really tall building, behind the new Foster building. And then you've got that gorgeous Sir Christopher Wren spire. And then you've got the Rothschild building on the left. Architects over the last 20 years have vied in London to make the most spectacular buildings, all outdoing each other. And the skyline is now incredible. Next morning, we had an amazing breakfast. They even gave my handbag its own stool, which is amazing. And then I went off shopping. And as I said, I spent quite a lot of time at Dior. Here I am trying on the new Dior bag with these ruthenium charms. And I have to confess, I really fell in love with this bag. So the next event was the wedding of our head girl, which was really touching and brilliant to be amongst people again, not wearing masks. And here is their novelty cake, because they had this as well as a big cake, which had one of the horses I'd given Charlotte on it, and the most stunning vintage Rolls Royce to take them to a photo shoot. And here's my Chloe bag in the evening. I changed for the evening because it just went on all day, this wedding. And this little guy was just the most fantastic dancer. Just brilliant to watch him. And it culminated with a really lovely firework display. Anyway, so that was our very busy first half of August. And I thought I would do this in 2 tranches because otherwise there'd just be too much to fit into one video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.